Hi there. I'm back with another conversational starter for our small groups about what it means to be a missional people and a people who are on mission together and looking outward. And I want to reflect on something that happened in New Plymouth when we were there a couple of years ago. Um, we'd gone to visit our family there, and as it happened that weekend, my daughter-in-law, whose name is Katie, there was a friend from Auckland who'd come to New Plymouth with her mum, and she and Katie had arranged to meet up on Sunday morning, and so we arrived at church with our son, and Katie's friend was dropping her off in the car park, and Katie knew that this friend then had a couple of hours to kill before she met up with her mum, who'd gone out with another friend. And this Katie's friend had no connection to church. She wasn't a person of faith. And as Katie was literally getting out of the car, this thought occurred to her: I should see if she wants to come in. And so she said to her friend, "Look, would you like to come into church with me?" And her friend said, "Yes, I'd love that." And so she came in with Katie. There was a cup of tea before the service, and so she met a few of the people. And then she came into the service, which was very different to what she thought it would be. She really loved it. She was quite moved by it. And she had some deep conversation with Katie afterward. And, Katie's reflection was she just had this spur of the moment thought that she should invite her friend to come into church with her. And, it was very much the prompting of the Holy Spirit. But she wondered why it hadn't occurred to her before that, because she knew that this friend was just going to be sort of killing time for a couple of hours. And it hadn't occurred to her until that very moment when she was literally stepping out of the car to invite her in. And, I think so often we're like that. We don't invite family, friends, colleagues, neighbours to come to church. Maybe we invite them to some sort of gathering or to Alpha or a fun church activity, but we're not all that good at inviting people to come to church. And so in your small groups, I've got two questions for you to reflect on, and then something that I'd like you to do together. And this doesn't have to take a lot of time, but just take a few moments and think about, when did you last invite someone to come to church with you? And then if you've never done that, or it's been a long time since you have, what stops us from inviting people? What are the barriers for us? What makes us think that if we ask that person, they probably wouldn't want to come? And we say their no for them before we've even asked them. Is there something about church that we think wouldn't connect with them? What is it that stops us? So talk about those things for a moment, and then when you've had a little bit of conversation, just take a moment and ask the Holy Spirit to lay on your heart someone who you can invite to church. And then be looking for the right moment, the right opportunity to invite them to come with you. And I recognise that this is kind of a risky thing. It pushes us out of our comfort zone. But for so many people, like Katie's friend, we may be surprised at their response to the invitation, and we may be surprised at how they respond if and when they come to church with you. I hope you have some good conversation. Bless you all.